welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and today I am reviewing the Fitbit Charge 4. Alright, so I did not review the 3, but I will be doing kind of a comparison between the 3 and 4 slightly here. And then I will go and get to moving so that way we can see on how well this works. So yes, I still have my Versa 2 actually, but again, I'm gonna let that one rest for a little bit and see if I actually like the 4 a little bit more. We're gonna find out after I try it out. Alright, so a couple of things about it. It does record your pace and distance with a built-in GPS, so if you're taking advantage of the gyms being closed right now, or too afraid to go to the gym and you just want to do maybe, around the neighborhood or, local park or something like that, you can tell how far you've gone, your pace and everything like that with the built-in GPS. It also does the 24/7 heart rate tracking, which I thought all of them did that. It has battery life for up to 7 days. Of course, there's a disclaimer on that. I did kind of browse out some of the additional facts that are not just on the box. As far as the 7-day battery life last, that is subject to whether you have your GPS or not. I believe, if I recall correctly, it was 5 hours that the GPS runs. So after that, if you're practicing for a marathon and you're a beginner, like probably me if I ever decide to do one, you're gonna need that 5-hour GPS battery life. Because doing 26 miles, I highly doubt I'd be able to do that in under 5 hours. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm just looking at it because I do need to charge it before I can turn it on and connect to my phone or anything like that. I do like the nice little beveled wristband that it comes with. Of course, there's other bands, other colors. I think it's like 4 different other colors, which you can see right here. The regular price is $150. However, it does have a special limited edition, which is an additional $20, and pretty much the main difference is the wristband, which for $20 I can easily go on Amazon and buy a nice variety. If you want to spend the extra $20 to get some unique wristbands, you're more than welcome to each their own, I guess. There's not too much of a difference between the limited edition and the special edition, other than, like I said, the wristband, the more physical appearance to it. And like I said, you can easily replace the band. All you gotta do is push this little button right here and it's gonna slide off. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I did. This little button right here, push it in, that's it. So if you're worried about the difficulty of replacing the bands, as long as you've got nails or something that you can easily push the button down in, and it doesn't even take much effort to pull it out. That's it. So, like I said, no effort at all if you're worried about that. So some of the new features on it, it does include the Fitbit Pay. So as everybody's going contactless, you don't have to worry about handing over a card or anything like that. You can just wipe your watch. And it is swim proof, as well as, of course, with all Fitbits, it does have the smartphone notifications. So a couple of things about, in addition to the difference between the Fitbit Charge 3 versus the Fitbit Charge 4, is that it does have the 4 has a built-in GPS, which I've already mentioned, and as well as active zone minutes. So if you have your heart rate zones, it'll tell you how long you've been in that heart rate. So if you're maybe trying to train for an Ironman, half a marathon, 5K, whatever the case may be, if you have your heart rates, you can know what targeted area you want to keep your heart rate in. So as far as the GPS goes, the 3 has it where you can document it on your phone. The 4 has it on your device itself. So in case people are like, well, I thought you could already do that, just kind of give you that little clarification. 3 is on the phone, 4 is on your watch itself. So I believe that's everything that's kind of new for the 4, the Fitbit Pay and the GPS. The 2 top updates or upgrades from the 3 to the 4. So it still has your standard, of course, obviously your steps, your workout time. I've looked at the Fitbit app to see, double check all the features in it. And like I said, I do believe it has the standards, obviously the steps, your activity level. I'm not sure if it has the stairs or not, but I will definitely look, you know, once I charge this up, head out to go do my daily walk, I'll be able to give you a little bit more details on what it does as far as the watch itself, what shows up on there. Because I do know that you can control what widgets, I think is what they called, what widgets you can see on your app and your phone versus versus what it doesn't have. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and charge it up. Both me and the watch are gonna get a good night's sleep to rest up for tomorrow for our nice active walk. Alright guys, so I will see y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, so I've been playing around with my Fitbit for, I'd say, about a week now. And a couple of things that I noticed. For starters, I completely forgot about the GPS being active on this. And so as I'm looking through it, you have to actually set it to kind of record your GPS tracking. Otherwise, it's not going to work. As far as, you know, being recorded on the app or on your watch. So that's one of, you know, a bit of a downside, although it does have where you automatically detects on whether you're working out or not. So I don't understand why they kind of don't go hand in hand. Because I know even if, you know, I were to walk out now and, you know, set it to record my GPS trackings and everything like that, more than likely I'll probably forget to turn it off when I get back home. And therefore it's going to drain my battery, and it's kind of a snowball effect from there. So it would be nice to have that little automatic detection. One of the things that I did notice though is that it has your heart rate zones, and it'll tell you how long you were in each zone. So for example, as you see right here, I have it set up for my last walk, which was on Wednesday, a couple of days ago. And so here is my workouts for the day. It has me sitting at 77 minutes in heart zone 1, which is the fat burning zone, which is your heart rate's going to be set between 122 to 143 beats per minute. And unfortunately, I wasn't at 0 minutes for the entire walk for any higher level. So the entire time I was in there for 77 minutes, it shows me. I was doing a lot of walking then. I didn't even realize it. So, like I said, it automatically records, so you don't have to worry about setting it or anything like that, unlike the GPS. I think that's the only thing that you have to really set up. Everything else is kind of automatic. It actually tells me what time I was in certain zones. For right here, it shows between 8:48 to 9:30, which was 41 minutes. I was in that particular heart rate zone. Like I said, I did a lot of walking that day. I didn't even realize it. And it actually tells you how many calories you burned and everything like that for that time frame. Let me see if I have another one where it's where it shows me more of a variety. So give me 1 second. On Thursday, I'll show you my entire setup for that. And so it had me for a total of 59 minutes. 1 minute I was in zone 1. For 58 minutes I was in the zone for it to calculate my heart rate. And then for 20 of those minutes I was in zone 1, and then for 38 minutes I was in for zone 2. So like I said, it kind of tracks how your heart rate going. So like if you want to train for something, this will definitely help you. And it shows you actually a grid as well, or a chart of how your heart rate went for that day. And for some odd reason, mine just kind of spiked up, and then I guess I died for a little bit, and then I got a heart rate again. Is what it's pretty much telling me in this time frame. So other than that, there was a couple of things that I did notice about the app, or about the watch itself, that I'm not a huge fan of. I like to say that I'm a creature of habit. Random habit, I know. But one thing I did not care for about this watch is that for the timers, I have where I do certain things for 20-minute increments. And so every time I try to use it on this watch, I would have to reset it for 20 minutes. So it'd start out back at 0. So I have to go back in each step. And that's one thing I did not like about this watch. Other than the fact that it's a little bit smaller. I've gotten, I'm used to a bigger face to be able to do a little bit more with my watch. But other than that, I think that's the main thing that I just disliked, is that, like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I have my 20-minute increments where I do certain things. So just hitting play or start instead of having to reset it each time. I think that was kind of the most frustrating thing, in my opinion, about this watch. But other than that, it works great. I would recommend it if you're trying to get to a healthier mentality, or just, just trying to be more active, challenge yourself. So, you could do maybe a week of where you're going through your daily motions, so that way you can see how active you truly are. Because I will say that since I've had the Fitbit, regardless of whether it's a Charge 4, the Versa 2, which I reviewed as well, or any of the other ones. I think I had way back when, the original Fitbit 1. Yeah, I mean, I've had Fitbit for quite some time, to give you an idea. One thing that I did notice is that on days where I'm like, oh, I was a little active today, I look at my watch and I barely did maybe 200 steps. And I'm just like, oh, wow, I thought I was a lot more active. My watch broke. That's usually my excuse. My battery died during that time frame, so I didn't catch my activity. No, unfortunately, the Fitbit doesn't lie. However, if you're kind of like me, where you're talking with your hands, especially whenever you're really into a story or something like that, one of the biggest downfalls that I've found about the watches in general that track your steps is that, like I said, if you're talking with your hands like I am right now, that's usually steps that add up. So if you are more of a talker than a walker, you can easily fool yourself into that. So that's kind of something that you may want to keep in mind if you're, really into a story or something like that. I've actually found myself where I'm starting to talk and then I realize that I'm talking with my hands and I've actually taken my watch off. And I've had people look at me like I'm crazy, like, why are you taking your watch off, while you're talking? And then as soon as I'm done talking, I'll put my watch back on. Because I don't want to give myself false, I don't want to, if I have like a goal or something like that, I don't want to phone it in, so to speak, where I'm, oh yeah, I did a bunch of walking. Yes, I walked all day. No, that ain't gonna cut it. So all devices, they're not 100% perfect just yet. Because I know with the Fitbit, I had it where I was walking up 2 or 3 flights of stairs when I was just sitting there laughing, had a really good laugh. And just depending on where it was placed, I walked up a flight of stairs. Because I know I had it on my watch whenever I use the restroom. It had me going up a flight of stairs, just going to the restroom. Yes, that was an interesting walk upstairs that I had. So there are, of course, little glitches with all devices. So I don't fault the watch for that. It's just doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's detecting the motions that it's going through. But other than that, I think I covered everything. I hope I did. If not, please feel free to ask any questions. Like I said, I'm somewhat knowledgeable. I'm not, of course, perfect with everything on the Fitbit, but I have a little bit more knowledge and experience with the Fitbits in general. So if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. Would I recommend it? Definitely recommend it, especially if you're, wanting to be more active in general. Definitely would recommend it because, like I said, you can actually see how much you're walking. But like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jazzy Reviews, as well as my other YouTube channel, where the reason I need this, where I'm eating all the time, Jazzy Foodz. In the meantime, stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.